Hey, listen up. In the last video, we talked about using a simple song, the simplest song ever, Are You Sleeping? We talked about moving it up through the scale. We talked about singing that simple song in solfege and then taking a part of the song and moving it up and down through the scale, also in solfege. Then we talked about connecting it to really strengthening your ear by playing levels on tone hole that are kind of based on that. So you get maximum ear muscle. We're going to do a similar thing today with a different but also very simple song. Now again, I've been posting some Instagram videos of me doing things while I'm practicing songs from memory, hearing them by ear, and turning them into solfege. Now once I sing something in solfege, I can play it on any instrument. Any one of those back there, or this one there, or some others that I've hidden away because they make the place that I'm recording look really cluttered. So, here's another very simple song that I think you're going to recognize. Okay? But this time, we're going to do it like a mystery song, and I'm going to take you into it. I'm going to play a warm-up level. Now, again, in the last episode, I revealed to you that the warm-up levels are the same each time, right? Each warm-up level is its own thing. It's always the same, and that's going to allow you to memorize the tones in that level. Then, when you get to the practice and the challenge levels, things get mixed up, and you really have to hear what you're doing. No more rote. But rote memory is a very powerful tool. So I will play this level for you, and you will recognize this music. Here I go. Great. So you recognize that probably as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Um, and so we can learn to sing it in solfege like this. I'll sing it over the do drone, which is going to anchor my ear, tuning each one of these intervals. Do, do. Let me see if I can get one ear out of here. Do, do, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. So, fa, mi, re. So, fa, mi, re. Do, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. So now we've got that song in our ear, and I recommend that you memorize it because there's a whole bunch of flavors in there that you're going to get reinforced by memorizing it. Because this is not just about playing tone hole. I want you to play tone hole. But tone hole offers something that doing things by rote doesn't have, which is it forces you to actually listen to what you're hearing. Okay, and that allows you to break these memorized things up into more useful musical ways of hearing that you can apply to playing instruments. That's the thing. All right, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to play this next level. This is a level which is loosely based on Twinkle, has some of the patterns hidden in it. You're going to hear traces of Twinkle, but it's going to be mixed up. And therein lies the strengthening of the ear. All right, here I go. There you go. The other way that I mentioned in the previous video to strengthen your ear is to take an element from a song that you know and move it up and down through the scale. Now it happens that at the moment, I haven't built such a thing for the twinkle interval, but I can do it with my voice. Okay, so now let's say I'll just jump ahead and find a level that's got all the notes in the scale. All right, so I'm just going to use this level as a reference, okay, and also to show you what I'm doing, okay. So I'm not really going to play this level. I'm just going to use the notes. All right, so that do, do, so, so. Now what if I took that do to so and I move it up, and now I go re, la. So now I can practice while I'm walking my dog, or while I'm driving my car, or while I'm cooking the food. I take the first two notes, let's say, twinkle, twinkle. I could even practice just going up and down like this. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. That's a fun time. Or I can practice it in solfege like this. Do, do, so, so, re, re, la, la, mi, mi, ti, ti, fa, fa, do. Or I can practice it over a good old do drone. Do, do, so, so, re, re, la, la, mi, mi, ti, ti, fa, fa, do. So there you go. Another instance where you take a simple song that you know really, really well. You practice singing it in solfege, get it in your ear from memory, then play the rounds of tone hole that correspond, and then take a little pattern part of that and you play that out. Now, at some point, I will create a level of tone hole that does that, right? So you get that in your ear. Finally, play the rounds of tone hole that practice and challenge. Pretty soon, you'll have these combinations echoing in you like your own blood. You'll have these combinations echoing in you like your own nerve fibers. You'll have these combinations and these relationships and these sounds and these flavors echoing in your body like you're a cave with tones popping out. Before you know it, your ear will have advanced to a new level. Now, for those of you advanced folks who've been waiting, now I'll show you how this all sounds in a different mode. I will show you now a level that's not really ready for prime time. In fact, you'll see, those of you who are really know this stuff, you'll see how that is the case, because one of them, these little tones, is going to be sounding different, but it's still labeled in its original thing. So let's just think of it as a disguise, and when I release a version of tone hole that includes this, you'll be the first to know. Okay, here I go, playing practice round based on Twinkle. That's going to have a different flavor added, a little spice. By the time we got there to the end, so sounded like do. Oh, it's advanced. And fa was wearing a disguise. It was actually a little bit higher than fa. It was actually fi. Now, we're not going to get into that just now. In fact, as you can see, it's not labeled correctly, so we're getting ahead of ourselves here. I got to release this, debug a little bit of the stuff, make it all good for you. But before you know it, you're going to be able to switch modes and keys on the fly. So if you advanced people, you truck on through those levels that we've got, and let me know if you're hungry, and I'll cook up something that's just for you. In the meantime, have fun, play with your ears.